Hi everybody, what is up? Today is going to be my review of Delirium by Lauren Oliver. But before I start, I have a few things to say. I have a changed background because guess what? I rearranged my room again and I put my bed in the corner and it's much more comfortable this way. So now my background is my bulletin board and I still have some things up from my High School Musical and Zac Efron's 7-year-long phase. So don't judge me, but then again, I don't really care what your opinion is on me, so judge all you want. But he's still beautiful. I'm sorry. Anyways, so there are going to be spoilers in this video, so goodbye if you have not read it, but if you have, we can stay here and talk about it. Alright, spoilerly people, how are you doing today? I absolutely loved this book, and I did not expect to. I gave it 4.5 stars. Bless you. My brother just sneezed. But I gave it 4.5 stars. I'll explain why clearly, because it's a book review. But I loved Alex. If you follow me on Goodreads, you saw all of my status updates after like page 50, 100. I was like, I like Alex. Alex is a great character. Alex is my favorite character. Like, all I could talk about or think about was Alex. No wonder Lena, the butt face, liked him. How do I feel about Lena? I said in my review on Goodreads, I listed some things that I liked and some things I didn't like. And the only two things I didn't like were Carol, her aunt, who you really weren't supposed to like. She was kind of like the rules following people that like were like, but no, love is good. She's like, no, love is bad. So like, you're not really supposed to like her. So I guess that's not the author's fault that I didn't like her, because you were supposed to not like her. But I also put that I didn't like Lena in like the first half of the book. But she changed for the better, I think. I think she grew as a character because, you know, once she found love, she stopped being bossy and sensitive and plain annoying. Because, I mean, Alex is awesome. I think he can change anybody's mind. So, see, that's the thing. I'm not the hugest fan of Lena, and I love Alex more than anything in the world. So, I, don't like them together because I don't like Lena and don't want Alex to have to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, has that ever been a thing, like, where you love one of the guys and you're like team Alex all the way, and then you're like, but I hate the girl, so. See, that's the thing though, I don't hate Lena. So I'm very, very conflicted on the whole Lena thing. But I also said on my updates on Goodreads, I was saying, I do not care, there's no other guy in this novel that's like a team. I said, no matter who the other guy is, who I believe his name is Julian or Julian, that comes in later, I do not care who he is. Team Alex, I've ever. I will always be on Team Alex. I do not care who this Julian guy is. Alex. I thought the world was really interesting, and this is the first Lauren Oliver book I've ever read, and I know she writes a lot of books. Like, she wrote Panic and Before I Fall and this trilogy, and I'm just like, she's doing pretty good for herself. I was very skeptical to read this because I've heard that the series as a whole doesn't end well. Like, it's a very, very vague ending, and I heard the second one is just like stop and annoying. Like, I know Whitney didn't like it, and I know Megan, my friend, wasn't a very big fan of it. So I was kind of skeptical, but then I saw this at my thrift store for $4.99. It's not in the best condition. There's like a couple little rips or whatever, but I didn't care because I didn't think I'd like it. But what I was saying was I really like Lauren Oliver because this world that she's created, a dystopian world where love is bad, she stuck to what she presented. Because a lot of the times you'll have like a dystopian novel and like the world is not very thought out. It's just some author who decided to write about this world and doesn't fully immerse herself in it. Like, what would I do if I was here? What would the rules be if I was the president of this world? Kind of like that. That's why I also really like the Hunger Games, because I think Suzanne Collins did a really good idea of fleshing out the world. Like, what would I do if I was President Snow? What rules would I make? I think that's what Lauren Oliver did. is that she was consistent, I think is what I'm trying to say. For instance, in The Maze Runner, love the series to death. It's one of my top 5 favorite series of all time. It's just not consistent in some of their rules or some of their slang. It's not consistent. This one was insanely consistent. Sorry. Okay. But I loved Alex so much just because he was so spontaneous, and I love guys like that in novels that are like jokers and pranksters and sarcastic kind of thing. He was perfect, let's face it. And then, but I did think, like I was saying, I think he changed Lena for the better, which was good because I was never a huge Lena fan, just because I thought she was kind of stuck up. And, well, no, see, that's not even true, like, because she was pretty down on herself, actually. You know, she's like, I'm nothing special. And I think that's what got on my nerves. I'm like, alright, honey, we get it, you're not special, but you're going to fall in love. That's pretty special. I cannot wait for the sequel, and I cannot wait to find out what's up with her mom. I cannot wait to find out. I'm so excited. I want to see how everybody reacts to this. I want to know where Alex is. I just want to know. But like I was saying, one of my favorite things about this is how Lauren Oliver developed the world, and I'd like to applaud her for that. Pat yourself on the back. And all these little quotes I have tabbed these for are all from Alex. It's either Alex being described or Alex saying something adorable or something like that. Alex. I love Alex a lot, if you can't tell. So that was my review on Delirium. If you would like to talk down below in the comments, we can. What was your favorite part? Should I continue on with the series? I mean, I'm going to. I just want to hear your opinion. Let's talk. Let's chat it out. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.